Okay, got it. Okay, there it goes. What about everybody that was on it? Do they have to re-log in? Do they have to? But everybody will see that we invited everybody that was coming.
They should get a second to invite them.
But I'm sitting there.
Yo, welcome back to Inside the Lunchbox. This is your boy. Welcome back to Inside the Lunchbox. This is your boy, Chef Mac. We're going to try this all over again. We had technical difficulties, but guess what? We're going to keep it sexy either way it goes.
We got them fixed.
We keeping it fucking sexy.
We do it right because we do it twice.
After 2 shots of tequila, we're all fixed.
Don't let nobody confuse you.
Oh, man.
We got it. We got it in. So let's get back to
We
business.
got like a living legend with us, and we're screwing up on the technology.
Hey,
Fire us
y'all
already.
We're just going to get drunker the longer this takes. You know what I'm saying?
So look, Big Sexy, I do apologize, man. I know
good,
this is your first time doing a podcast, being on any type of social media. You know, you probably still using bricks and tablets and stuff to communicate.
Yeah.
But look, we promised you guys that we were gonna have a special guest here. We promised you that he was gonna come in and he was gonna show up, show out, and even hopefully we could get him to do some relationship advice. But like I said, we have Big Sexy here. We have the man, the myth, the other man, the myth, the other legend.
You got to share legend.
The food guru of Conroe, Texas. We welcome you back, Big Sexy.
All right.
Back.
Thank you. Thank you.
So where we left off before we had some technical difficulties, you were giving us your intro about yourself, like introducing Big Sexy to the world.
Yeah. We were talking about the origination of sexy sauce. You
Okay.
want to start there? Or?
Yeah, just start from the
Yeah,
beginning,
whatever.
man. Start from the beginning.
You know, like I started cooking crawfish 3 years ago. It was a very weird thing. I was at a bar. I hang out at bars a lot. And I was at my buddy's bar, Tuts, over there in Conroe, and he asked me if I wanted to cook crawfish. It was a fun thing, you know. I cooked crawfish on Saturdays and Sundays, and we all hung out, and it's turned into this now.
Okay. Did you have a plan to do something with food?
Well, I've always loved food. You know,
Yeah.
I've always had a lot. My background is I've worked on drilling rigs for about 16 years.
Okay.
So we live out there on the rig, so it's in the middle of nowhere. We ain't got our moms there to cook for us, so we all cook. And I've worked in South Louisiana rigs probably the majority of my life, so a lot of my influence comes from South Louisiana cooking because I've been in the swamps.
Okay.
And we got to cook for all the guys on the rig, so that's how it all started.
So how did you get the name Big Sexy?
That's a good question, man. Because you know,
Was it the women? Was it the women?
Okay, there's several different stories of the origination of Big Sexy. The way I remember it is, and I don't remember a lot because I'm a whiskey drinker.
Yeah.
So if we ever get the ex-wife on here, she has a story.
Is the ex-wife on here tonight?
I don't know
Can she
if
call
she's
in?
logged on. She could call in. I don't know if she's watching. She's probably got like a little ball with poking needles in it. You know, she's like, he thinks he's so cute up there on the internet.
We may have to get the ex-wife on Inside the Lunchbox. No?
She knows most of the history, man. She's a bookkeeper. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
originally, I was called White Velvet.
You were called what?
White Velvet.
White Velvet. I thought they called you White Building because you were big. My bad.
So if I tell you the story, y'all don't understand. So Rob Dyrdek, you know Rob Dyrdek, the skater?
Yes.
Big Black.
R.I.P. Big Black.
So he was a stripper back in the day, which wasn't well known, but there was an episode.
What, Big Black was a stripper?
Yeah.
That dude was a stripper?
Yes.
Do you imagine the dude that's 6'9", 300 pounds coming out as a stripper?
Hey, did you see
the ladies
episode?
dig it. I mean, I don't get it, but maybe they understand.
Oh, my bad.
Hey, look at me. I'm only 6'1", about 500 pounds.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
But now it originated, so they called him, his dancer name was Black Lavender. There was a whole episode of, so back in the day, I was known to be a little, I get a little drunk, I dance for the ladies, a little stripper show every once in a while. So all my friends started calling me White Velvet.
Oh.
To match the Black Lavender. Black,
Okay.
right? Because he's black.
I'm
right?
putting
We're
it
not gonna get
together.
right? Yes.
I'm
White
putting it
lavender.
together.
So we're putting the blocks together here.
Yeah.
So, and this is 25 years ago. And then I walked into a party one time and there was a stripper on stage. It was like a private bachelor party. And I walked in and she was like, boy, that is a big, sexy mother. And that's how it originated because all my friends were there, in the old field. They're like, oh, you big, sexy motherfucker. And then it turned into just big, sexy. Like, I got it on my old field shirts. Like, I walk on drilling rigs and everybody's like, hey, big, sexy, what's going on? It's just like nobody even thinks it's weird now. At first it was weird. Like, hearing my aunt call me big, sexy. My mom would call me that.
That's weird.
That would be weird.
That's weird.
Yeah, but it's just stuck.
Big sexy. Come here, big sexy.
Hey, it's really weird when older folks call me that. Like, they come to get crawfish, an old 78-year-old lady, and her and her husband are sitting there, and she's like, hey, can I get some big sexy sauce? And I'm like, the name is, it's kind of weird.
You know, branding is everything.
But,
so how did the sauce, I know we went over it previously, but just to be clear, like you were working for a bar, or a bar called you and they were like, here, make us a sauce or something?
No. So I hung out. I'm single 10 years or whatever.
Right.
So I'm a bar guy 4 nights a week. So my buddy owned the bar. Say, hey, big sexy, you want to cook crawfish? We need a crawfish guy. You're always here. Make some money.
Right.
So I started cooking crawfish there, and as it evolved, I've cooked for my friends, but I've never commercially done it. Like at a bar where I've got to sell to people and put on a good show.
Huh.
So I was like, we were working on soak times and the flavor wasn't right. So I made a sauce on the side because they call that Vietnamese style crawfish.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, Vietnamese style crawfish.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So when you sauce outside of a crawfish, it changes from Cajun style to Vietnamese style. That's the labels they put on everything.
I did not know that.
Didn't know that neither.
I was just imagining, like, when you're talking about the sauce, I'm like, did they not just throw all the seasonings in the boiling water?
Yeah, we soak. And that's the trick with crawfish is getting the seasoning inside of the crawfish.
Right. You got to get it inside.
That's the thing that's the selling point on crawfish. If you can find a cooker it's about absorption, soak times, temperatures.
Right.
That's the big trick. But I was like, man, screw that. I'll come up with a sauce where I can just sauce it. I'll do it the lazy man way.
After the fact.
After the fact.
Huh.
Cover the inconsistencies in the boil.
Right.
When you're selling hundreds of pounds, it's hard to keep consistency.
I could imagine.
You know what I'm saying? When you're moving fast. And a lot of these guys, these bigger crawfish companies, they've got it down pat. I've been working on it 3 years. I'm learning a lot. But sexy sauce covers everything.
Look, when he says it covers everything, I've had it on shrimp.
Yeah.
I've even had it on beef.
Well, it's evolved. It's just crazy. Like I told you, I left that at the bar in the refrigerator, that jug of sexy sauce I made. Mm-hmm. And Tuesday night, the steak guy came in, he does steak night. And he called me. It was like, hey, I forgot my seasoning for the steak. Can I put sexy sauce on the steak? I was like, wow, I guess you could try it. And he said he sold out. People were licking the plates. So in my mind, I was like, well, there's a lot of other avenues I could take sexy sauce down. And I worked on it for 2 years, the recipe, because like I said, when I first made it, the girl that works with me, Hillary, was like, what did you put in that sauce? Everybody loves it. And I said, I really don't know. I was in the refrigerator. I was just putting a bunch of stuff in there, and I cooked it. It was an accident. It really came up accidental. And then with the big sexy name, everybody started calling it sexy sauce. I didn't even call it that. People were like, damn, that sexy sauce is good. And I was like, you know what? I could put that on a label and market that.
Hey, and I think you should.
That's what it's evolved to this point where, like, I'm branding now. I've got 3 different flavor sauces. I'm looking into barbecue sauce now.
So what are the 3 different flavors?
So the OG, we're going to call it the OG sauce. The sexy sauce is the original. The OG. Look at me, I'm old. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's the original. That's what OG stands for.
Well, that's where everything's based off. And I made a spicy version the other day, and I made 200 wings, and I took them up to Marshall's. And they were gone in like 7 minutes.
So you put them on wings too.
Oh
So
man,
this
that
is-
sauce
so-
is versatile, man. Look, if you want, you
That's
can
what we didn't realize.
you can even rub it on your body and have your girl lick it off. And it's so good.
Oh man.
I tell everybody.
I
you
need a beep button here somewhere. A beep
You
button
can use
here.
this one. Wah, wah, wah.
I think it's on the other page.
We need to put the foul on the foul on the play
yeah.
one. Where's the foul on the play one? Remember we had that one for the NFL?
Oh yeah.
Personal foul, 15 yards.
I say you could pour it on a 7 and she'll turn it into a 10.
Oh,
You know,
hey, look, I believe it, man.
depends what the lighting is, but
We're gonna call this the After Hours episode.
We're
but it is-
gonna
it
keep it
is-
sexy.
They're gonna kick us off of iHeartRadio.
Oh,
But what
I forgot about that.
I've got a little buddy. I got my little buddy Craig. I gotta give him a little shout out here. I don't know if he's out there. Oh, Craig.
Yeah, he was on here earlier, man. Hey,
That's
if you
my
still
dog.
give you a shout out, man. Greg, you're a real good dude, bro.
But he tests my sexy sauce. I give him some bottles of it. He uses it on pork chops. I've had my friend Gabe take ribs. He the spicy one. He bought ribs at like a barbecue place. Took them home, put sexy sauce on them, and licked the plate. Licked the bone. He said, "Man," so it put in my mind. I was like, you know what? How do I market the sexy sauce away from crawfish and make it a versatile marinade or a sauce? So that's where me and you met.
Yeah.
And we started talking about cooking and doing cooking stuff. And
Yeah. So, with everything that's going on and with everything that's transpiring right now, because it seems like things is moving right along. It seems like it's starting to pick up for you.
well, I have to figure out the legal aspects of everything.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
running around.
Yeah, you
I'm
can't
running
just
around
sell
town.
food.
Yeah, I'm running around town with no licensing, no insurance, just big sexy.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? I got to get a health department.
Well, the good thing about it, we have this on recording on April 8th,
Oh,
2025.
Here
We're
comes
the
the IRS.
big sexy sauce was done right here in the lab.
And when he says he's running around, he's donating.
Yeah,
He's donating.
It's free for everybody.
Donating.
If anybody gets sick, my phone number is not what you think it is.
Yeah.
It's a homebrew.
I've already got a backup plan. I've got a rebranding plan. I can go
Okay.
Big Delicious instead of Big Sexy if I've got to.
Big Delicious.
Yeah, we don't know.
I kind of like the Big Sexy brand, bro.
But if I got to walk away, I've got a backup plan. Big Delicious.
I mean, you can
is
call
fine.
it Big Delicious
all you gotta do is
sauce
say-
for marinade, and it'd be BDSM. So.
Hey, well, that's
You can still
not a
say-
bad idea.
you can still say Big Sexy. Just change up the lettering, like Big Sexy with 2 X's or 3 X's.
Well, what I like about it is because everybody knows I'm full of shit, right? Because I'm a salesman. So the think about the initials is BS.
Yeah, straight up.
So on
Yeah.
all of our shirts, when it says BS, everybody's gonna be like, "Yep, Big Sexy is
Big Sexy.
yeah, he's just Big Sexy."
We're
Sexy.
gonna get flagged.
I don't think so. I think we'll be okay.
I know we'll be fine.
So we're not-
Hopefully
no
we'll be
cursing,
okay.
right? No cursing. Y'all got
Hopefully.
the wrong guy on the podcast.
Hey, no, we got the right guy
I
at the
spent
right
30
time in the right
minutes
place.
driving over here telling myself, "Do not cuss. Do not cuss."
And we-
do not
Oh,
cuss."
it took me so long.
We do it a
I
little
think
bit,
like our
as long as
first
it's not
6
too bad.
episodes we were on, we'd get done recording. He'd pull me aside like, Levi, I really need you to watch the language on the podcast.
Yeah.
I slip up
and
sometimes.
My new job I've been working at for like the last 6 months. It's a Christian, and it's whole families out there and everything. And now he's
Poor
a Marine,
church.
and just like I was in the Navy, so he has a mouth too. But he's also like it's a wedding venue and people with their families. might come in.
okay.
So he gets honest, like it slips out. I cuss at work, but it just I've been really good at like
That's
not.
That's what I tell everybody. I'm the guy that you don't put on speakerphone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm almost 20 years in the oil field. That's just. And before
yeah.
that,
Oh,
I worked in maximum security prisons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was
TDCJ.
so my vocabulary is a little different. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
and I walk into church and my mom slaps me upside the head because it just slips out. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, I mean
and I
it's all
apologize
good.
for that. I apologize.
Hey, it's all good.
Nah,
And we
it's
all
fine, it's
slip
fine.
up. I slip up. I think I said a few cuss words on here, but it's all good. We gonna keep it moving. So, Big Sexy,
Yes, sir.
do you want to? Okay, I'm gonna bring this up. Do you want to challenge somebody? Do you have somebody that you want to challenge in the crawfish industry in the
So I
in the
do.
big
So-
sexy way?
I'm glad you gave me this avenue to because you made me think about it. We talked about this the other night when you made that TikTok and have that paddle.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so I've got a thing going on Saturday. I'm making a TikTok.
Okay.
And we're gonna call out Louisiana.
I
put it. My big thing is I'm tired of hearing about Louisiana style, Cajun style. I'm not tired of it, but I'm just there's.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm over it.
I'm over it too. and we're in Texas.
We're in Texas, baby.
We're in Texas, baby. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking Louisiana. I love them. You know their traditions. Dude, I love going to New Orleans. I love their food, their culture. But I'm so sick of people coming up to me going, "Do you cook it the Cajun way?" I'm like, "Well, what's the Cajun way? There's not a swamp within about 300 miles of here.
Yeah.
Nothing but pine trees and a lake."
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't own. I know they do own cayenne pepper because of Avier Island. You know, that's where Tabasco sauce is made. but they can't just own crawfish. I feel like Texas buys. We support Louisiana.
Oh, straight up.
And I got to be careful what I say because I don't want to wind up floating down a swamp.
We have the Bayou City right here.
But you know, what I am doing in my marketing way is, so I'm going to make a TikTok Saturday.
Okay.
We're going to just call it the Big Sexy Way.
The Big Sexy Way.
It ain't the Louisiana way. It ain't the Cajun way. It's just the Big Sexy Way.
It's the Big Sexy Way.
But I don't want anybody to ever walk up and be like, "You cook it the Cajun way?" I'm going to ask you to leave the premises.
We're doing it the Big Sexy Way, Texas style.
Am I wrong for doing that?
I don't think you're wrong. What do you think, Levi?
Want my own style.
I don't think you're wrong. I don't think you're wrong at all because I'm not even sure that crawfish are native to North America, are they? Because the word crayfish is where crawfish comes from. It's crayfish. That comes from like the Latin root. It has like a Latin root for cray. Now I don't know if that's just like they name animals and they name science stuff after like Greek and Latin words.
Adam and Eve.
But I was beginning to wonder, like, why would the Latins have a name for this bug fish that we eat?
It's a good question. We might need to research that.
Yeah, so I might need to look that up. Like
I know.
Now, if it is true that crawfish are originally from Louisiana and that's their native
negatives.
Land,
well, I can tell you, I know
a
little bit about that. Because,
they're here in Texas too, just as well as they're in.
But the thing is,
are they native to North America?
I think so.
I can answer part of that. Yeah. I know crawfish. They come from Louisiana because of their mud, the gumbo, the clay.
Okay.
So the way they burrow, you have to have a special type of mud. That's why you don't see crawfish everywhere because of the environment. The origination of crawfish comes from, so the rice farmers in Louisiana farm rice throughout the year, and then this is the off season. So they would flood their fields, and the crawfish come.
Okay.
So that's their off season money that they make because they have all these big fields. They can fill them up with water because rice paddies, and Louisiana's big, well known for rice. So that's where crawfish comes from, their fields. So I know companies. The crawfish game has got so big now; it's almost a commodity. They have buyers that fluctuate markets.
Yeah.
HEB done threw their hat in the game, so they can get their crawfish at such a low price because they buy hundreds of thousands of pounds. It's done got the big boys involved. You go to Louisiana, ain't no more Thibodeau guy in the canal picking up crawfish. This is big corporations. This is a big $1 million business. China is even making crawfish. They farm crawfish year round, freeze them, and ship them to us.
So I know there's a place in Houston that serves crawfish every day for 365 days of the year.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how they do that, but I think you just answered the question.
China does supply a lot of
them. Yeah.
They come over frozen. They call them frozen crawfish. But real crawfish heaters, when you try it, you can tell the difference between a frozen crawfish or when you just like a lobster. You're a chef. Yeah. And you don't want to cook a frozen dead lobster.
No, you don't.
You want to drop them live. That's crawfish essentially are a little baby lobster.
What's going on, Jen? If comment or something, talk to Big Sexy. I know you want to.
That's the wrong one to ask a comment to me.
I wonder what she's going to say.
Hey, meet me at the bar in about 2 hours by your shop. Don't be asking nothing stupid.
You have Andrew. You know Andrew?
Oh, yeah, that's my boy. Silvertooth. That's my boy.
He's watching right now.
So a lot of these people that'll get on there, they've been riding with me since I first started at Tuts. Like Andrew, Craig. They if I post on Facebook that I'm cooking crawfish in the depths of hell,
they're going to be there.
These fools will come. They show love. You know what I'm saying? And that's what part of the reason I do this, and this is what I wanted to talk about this. You know what I realized, I'm just a big sexy guy running around town. You know what why I keep doing this? I keep getting out of bed and I go do these little, like last weekend, I dropped $1,000 to go to this bar and crawfish and supplies. Pull up at the bar. It was a rain out. It was a bike rally, motorcycles.
Right.
It was total rain out. It was about 10 people, maybe 20 people there. I just fed everybody because they're my friends. These people, they've been coming since I started. And now they go tell all their friends, hey, man, Big Sexy. You know, and a lot of people ask me, why did you do this, man? Like, I said, you know what? Because I like love. You know what I'm saying? And food, to me, is love. That's the only...
Exactly.
It's a universal language, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't speak Arabic. I don't speak Chinese. But you know what? When somebody eats my food and I can see in their face that they legitimately like, man, and you create that.
Yeah.
You pull that out of thin air and you create... And when that lady you've never met drove 45 minutes to come get some Big Sexy crawfish and try sexy sauce, she heard from her cousin, that fills me up with love. You know, you understand what I'm saying? Exactly. I don't want to get a little too weird on the podcast.
No.
But that drives me.
It's
food
true.
Drives me.
Like food,
because
like
a real chef puts emotion in everything they make, right?
Exactly. Like, and that's the whole premises of Inside the Lunchbox, man. Is about food, family, and culture, right? And food is always going to bring people together.
And I'm going to tell you, I don't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good. You're right. Like, if you go out there and say, hey, I want to have a crawfish festival, I want to have a catfish festival, whatever, people are going to come.
Well, this is why I chose crawfish, because think about crawfish. Yeah. What constitutes having a crawfish boil? Fun, drinking.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Everybody's letting loose. It's a Saturday. You don't go eat crawfish at Tuesday at 9 o'clock at night, romantic dinner.
Exactly.
Crawfish is a group
absolutely
event.
not, yeah.
Crawfish is, and that plays into the big
party,
thing.
yeah.
I want all my friends. You were there at the crawfish boil at Marshall's.
Yeah.
You see how everybody was around there driving me nuts?
Yeah.
Give me anxiety.
He was about to lose it.
Yeah. Because everybody want to talk to me, and I'm working. I'm actually cooking.
Yeah.
Like if you're a chef, you got 30 of your customers in your kitchen with you, right, when you do crawfish.
Yep.
And just think about you're in that kitchen, high volume, and you got 30 of your friends. Hey, man, we're going. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I love everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I love doing this, because I don't have to get out of bed to do this. I don't make a lot of profit yet. I'm still working on it. It's 3 years.
He actually donates it all to children in case the IRS finds
Thank
it.
you. The IRS, thank you.
Everything. Was it 501c or whatever?
Better Women's Shelter. I can take her out of downtown.
But man, hey, look, dude. I've seen people host crawfish. Right? Yeah, I've seen people host crawfish, or like any type of cooking event. And one thing that I noticed, and it was a very simple thing that I noticed with you, and I called it out when I seen it, and everybody knows that was there. You was putting your secret ingredient inside your sauce.
I remember you were standing there, yeah.
And I'm sitting there, and he's dumping this stuff, his secret ingredient inside his sauce. And I'm like, all right, is he gonna measure that? And he looks at the bottle. And he's like, oh, forget it, whatever. He just throws the rest of it in there.
Well, there's about an inch left in the bottle.
That's love, man, because you know it's going to taste good. You don't know what the measurements is. You don't. If you think about it, back in the day, your grandmother or your great-grandmother,
they did it
when
on
they cooked,
feeling.
it was a pinch of this, pinch of that.
They did it on feeling.
They did it on feeling.
Yeah, that's how I watched my grandma cook like that.
Yeah.
It was, like I told you, I grew up in a Czechoslovakian family. So, like, if Easter came, any weddings, we didn't hire caterers. My grandpa and my uncles pulled the barbecue pit out of the old woods, and they went and cooked. I mean, we would be up all night making briskets and pork butts and ribs, and the whole family came, and we all got in trouble because we'd been up all night barbecuing. We may have drank a little too much. All the mamas and aunts come, and we all got in trouble, but the food was good.
Yeah.
And I grew up in a German, Czechoslovakian base. We didn't hire caterers. My grandpa would kill everybody if we hired a caterer.
Exactly.
We cooked the food. My grandma cooked. I watched I grew up chopping heads off of ducks and chickens, and we'd make soup out of them.
Yeah.
My grandpa moved ovens out in the garage so my grandma wouldn't overheat the house cooking. Because we went after church about every other week and ate at my grandparents' house.
Oh, okay.
So I grew up in that, like kolaches and
the real kolaches.
Well, so I'm gonna just throw this in there because of Louisiana. This is something I've been working on. So boudin is a big Louisiana staple, right?
Yeah.
So in the Czechoslovakian culture, there's a thing called Itranisa. It's a German sauce.
That sounds Russian.
Well, Czechoslovakian is Russian.
Oh, that is true.
So they were the Protestants that left. We're not gonna get into all that.
Okay.
We were the outcasts of Russia.
Yeah.
I grew up in a Czechoslovakian family. So Itranisa is the same thing as Boudin. It's funny how cultures have the same type of food. They
It's
just call
true.
it different.
It's true.
Yes. Yeah. So it's a liver-based. It's a Boudin.
It's a what based?
Liver-based.
Like dirty rice has liver in it.
You ever eaten Boudin?
It's cuts
Boudin
of liver.
Boudin is 80% liver.
Yeah, I don't eat organs.
No, so look, here's the
You need
thing,
to try
like
some
Levi,
Boudin.
I can't stand liver. I don't eat liver. But I tell you right now, I would jack up dirty rice and I would tear up some Boudin balls. But the way that they cook it, you don't taste the iron. That's
If
in
I
it.
didn't tell you what it was,
I'd probably try it.
You would have tried it.
I'll probably try it.
I'm
Just
going to
Don't
Louisiana.
tell me it's liver till after I eat it.
I'm going
hey,
to
it's liver.
Louisiana tomorrow. I'll bring back some good Boudin.
Okay.
But what I'm trying to do is bring, like I told y'all, the whole Louisiana thing. They don't own that. They do. They do. The French people own that. Them 1800s people own that. But now Texas has put their own twist on everything. If you look at the market, yeah, Louisiana has a crawfish, but we eat 90% of that food. Right? So why don't we have our own? Why don't Texas have their own take on it? Right? And there's a lot of crawfish companies out there working on it. But I guess I'm the only one bold enough to say, hey, screw them people on the other side of the Red River. This is Texas,
Yeah,
baby.
your homeboy Greg just came up there. He says his favorite line, "That's my dog."
That's my dog. You know what? I can call him right now and have him. You know, that's my motto on my shirt. Right? That's my dog.
Give him a call, man. He probably as soon as
He's probably working. He over there selling cars. You need a car, you got bad credit, my boy. Craig can hook you up.
Hey, I definitely in a couple weeks I'll be down there, Craig. I need me a new whip. But
Craig, he gonna get you though for about 27% interest.
hey man, that's nothing new to me. I'm black, so bad credit and high interest rates is all we do.
Yeah, thank you. But no, so the whole food thing with me, like the itranisa, I hope I'm saying it right. My mom and dad aren't very social media. I wish my dad was here watching this. My dad, so I'm going to just put this out there now that we're recording this. When you asked me a couple weeks ago, how did I start cooking?
Yeah.
And I thought back on I put some thought into it. So I just want to put this out there for pay homage to my dad and my Czechoslovakian background. I was adopted into this family, so this is country people south of Neva. Grew up in a cotton field. You got to realize we had our own farm. The whole family would get together. We'd butcher all the cows and pigs once a year. And I remember as a kid, I used to put the meat in the white wax paper and write on there with the black marker what it was, pot roast, shoulder. That's how I grew up.
Oh,
We
wow.
didn't buy meat from the store.
Wow.
We go to the freezer and my mom would be like, hey, we're going to have pot roast tonight. You'd have to go you got to get the latest date. So you use the oldest.
Right.
But everything was wrapped in that wax white paper. And you knew you that little black marker. As a little 10-year-old, I sit there at the table and wrote. That was my job.
Yeah.
My grandpa, I got the recipe book from my grandpa. That's where Big Sexy is going to come out with barbecue sauce. It's
Nice.
I've never tasted a barbecue sauce like this. This is a Czechoslovakian recipe my grandpa handed down.
Okay.
So that's in the works with Big Sexy sauce.
Okay.
There's gonna be a couple barbecue sauces.
Okay.
But I thought back on where I originated my love for cooking. I just remember my mom was a stay-at-home mom. She cooked every day I came home from school. My mom had a homemade dinner. I mean, mashed potatoes, gravy. Everything was fried, and you can imagine Big Sexy was Big Sexy.
Yeah.
So, but my dad worked, but every Saturday morning, that man woke up at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we woke up to the smell of bacon and sausage frying. My dad would get up and cook Saturday. That's all he ever cooked, Saturday morning breakfast.
Yeah. Nice.
And I remember he used the same pot, the same pan to fry bacon in.
Ooh.
I want that pan. But I told my dad, I got to get that pan. That pan been around for about 50 years. That's something as a kid that sticks in your head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I'd go in there we'd wake up to the smell of bacon and sausage, and we come in there, and my dad, he's cooking to feed us because he's like, all right, boys, we're going to go build fence and haul hay the rest of the day. Y'all got to have some food in y'all.
Yeah.
But that's my love for cooking was watching my dad. But I watched my family get together, and they don't do this anymore, and I kind of regret it. I don't do it with my kids, but every other Sunday we'd get out of church. All the men would leave early because they had to go cook the barbecue and they get ready, and then we'd leave church. This is a regular Sunday, no holidays, nothing. And we pull up, and grandma's got duck soup going. My
Nice.
uncle's over there.
Nice.
My uncles used to fight over because my grandma make pig's feet, and there's only like 2 tails in there. And
Pig's
my
feet.
uncle's over there arm wrestling over the tail. You know, that's how I grew up. And, and I'm talking about they had their own spices. My grandma had, cured, hog, pork leg just hanging in the kitchen. You just cut a piece of ham off it. That's just, they were war. They grew up in the Depression.
So
that's my. When I cook now, my grandma looked down from heaven. I hope she looked down and be like, that boy doing it.
Hey, look, man, you definitely got it, man, because whenever somebody could just throw something together or just get in the kitchen and just act like it's nothing and come up with something that's really amazing, they got it. No training.
You know what chefs have? That's love, dog.
Exactly.
Because those guys, you go pay $300 for some weird little thing on the table, but when you taste it, you know what hurts us harder when people come and say, hey, man, this sucks, bro.
Yeah.
I don't get mad.
No.
It hurts my feelings.
Yeah.
And I realize that even in the oil field and all the tough, rough stuff I did in maximum security prisons, my dad clowns on me because he's like, boy, you want to leave the oil field? You want to start a food truck, go sell cheeseburgers on the side of the road? I said, Dad, because nobody loves me in the oil field. I like making people happy.
So your boy, what's that? I don't know who Coffee Lover is, but they said Beautiful Memory.
Who?
Coffee Lover. Is that what that says? Coffee Lover? Who's Coffee Lover? Is that
At the top. Oh, yeah.
I brought it up on the screen. It says Coffee Lover.
Yeah.
Say, hey, if you guys have any questions for Big Sexy, hey, time in. Ask him some questions.
But
Hey,
girls will come out
so
the
look,
woodwork.
So we got about 10 more minutes left.
Yeah.
15 more minutes left, right? But before we start going on the downside of things, Big Sexy Chris, what do you want? What do you see your brand in the next year? What is your short term goal for the Big Sexy brand?
So there's no short term goal. I've said and thought about this, and I've been messing around. First year was for fun. I was
Okay.
smart. Second year, I put some thought into it. This year, now I'm getting phone calls. Me and you have talked about even making my Facebook page. I haven't got a Facebook page.
And we're getting ready. We're gonna work on that.
But I don't know. But what shows me respect and love at my age and the way I came up, people call me and they like at Barney's. I'm doing Barney's this weekend.
All right, this weekend you heard it. He's doing. Hey, you want some of that
sawdust.
sexy sauce? Barney's, come on down.
Oh, we're gonna film that famous TikTok. I got all my buddies coming.
Hey, we could do it. We can make it happen.
No, we'll talk about that off there. But my thing is now what I see is I just want to make a product. I want to go out and I want to utilize the product just like how we're doing this podcast. I have a lot of I need to get. I've traveled the oil field for 20 years, been around. I've created a food, but the thing about the Big Sexy brand, it gets me out in public.
Yes, exactly.
It gets me out of bed. If I didn't have Big Sexy Crawfish, I'd be laid up at the house, watching TV, doing my little oil field job, messing with my kids, go on the boat. But the thing about Big Sexy Crawfish gets me out in public, gets me out to talk, because I love to talk. And I love to just, I'm not saying I'm the smartest man in the world. I got a little knowledge, but I also like to help people. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm all about the food part of it because food is about, like I said, crawfish is the best one. It's a party. Everybody's there to have fun.
It's a party.
And Big Sexy loves people just having fun.
Okay.
Right? So if I can bring the fun part of the party to that party, then that's what I'll do. The money part will come. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, exactly.
Kevin Gates said it. I'm going to throw down. Kevin Gates said it. If you hustle hard enough, you'll just accidentally
you're gonna fall right into it.
Money get in the bank. But if you put your heart into it, you'll wake up one day and check your bank account balance and there'll be money in there.
Exactly.
We have to do business shit. We got to make labels. We got to work on the branding. Me and Chris talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
I'm a year behind.
So you don't have like a Facebook or anything yet?
No.
We're working on that. That's the reason why.
I was about to say. So where can people find you?
So
plug
look,
your Instagram.
right here.
Plug your Facebook. Plug
right
your
here.
TikTok account.
We're working on
All right.
that,
Well, we
sir.
got to work on that.
Hey, we got another partner. He
So
said
look.
we. He
So
said
look.
we.
If you want
Sure, I'll help.
anything to do with Big Sexy Sauce or crawfish, hey, his Facebook page is right here on Inside the Lunchbox.
It's still under my
It's
real
still-
name.
But we're gonna
Yeah,
get
we're gonna get it.
Big Sexy set up. We're gonna give him a Facebook page. We're gonna give him a TikTok.
Oh, so
And
hey, look, my future daughter-in-law just commented.
So Vanessa
at the parade.
Perez.
That's my
Man.
daughter-in-law right there. That's, that's my future daughter-in-law.
So what did she say?
I
She said
will
Dylan
cook
wants to
whatever
know-
y'all want, girl.
Dylan wants to know if you're going to cook at our wedding now because he talked about like
Dylan-
how
yeah,
his
Dylan-
dad
that-
would murder
Dylan-
somebody if he weren't. Yeah, if they had to order
Well,
catering.
Dylan is my son. Yeah, Vanessa, that's my future daughter-in-law. He
right,
got engaged to her a couple months ago, right at Christmas time.
Okay.
I will cook whatever y'all want. I got Chef Mac here, and we.
And we're gonna film it and we're gonna put it on the podcast. How about
Oh yeah,
that?
can we film? Oh yeah, that's,
We'll film it and put it on the podcast.
Dylan ain't gonna want my friends come to his wedding. Vanessa, I got you.
Yeah, he got you, Vanessa. I'm gonna make sure. I'll
bring Chef Mac. He'll bring all that good stuff.
If I gotta pull him out of that lazy boy with his puppy, he's gonna be there cooking for your wedding. I guarantee it.
Oh, I got y'all. Whatever y'all need, I'll come cook. Me and Chef Mac will come tomorrow and come cook over
Everybody's
there.
gonna be dressed to the nines for the wedding. He's gonna like dump crawfish. in
I
front of
don't. I don't go nowhere without hey dudes on his shorts.
Hey,
you know,
it's straight up.
I can. I will cook for y'all, but that's I got you.
What we got? Got any more questions up here? Food brings people together for sure. You right? Who is Coffee Lover? Like Coffee Lover, what is your real name?
You know, nobody makes an account that says tea lover on it. I just want to point this out. Coffee people are the most loyal.
Are we
people
doing?
on
Are
the
we doing this
planet.
again?
I watched the podcast. The first one I watched, I was like, Chris,
Are we doing this
you
again?
got a tea guy on the podcast?
No,
A
I
tea
like the tea
he's
guy.
the tea
I'm the
guy.
tea guy. He's a coffee
I
guy.
love
I watched
coffee.
the whole.
I'm the
Yeah.
tea guy, but he's a coffee guy.
The only
coffee
way
lover.
we in Texas,
Look.
man, the only way we drink our tea is with diabetes, sugar in it.
Amen to
Exactly. Look, coffee lover, man, you got to change your name. You got to be tea lover. Take out the 4 letters and put a T.
Be you. Love that bean juice.
That sounds so gay.
I love coffee.
Bean juice.
I didn't know we could reach over there and press a button.
Yeah.
What else you got? This coffee is. I need.
Nah,
the
but hey, but let
TikTok.
everybody know, Chris.
need a TikTok. Yes,
Chef
straight
Mac.
up.
Let everybody know the more we do this. Remember how we talked about the whole relationship? Remember
Yeah. So
my ex-wife was really curious about this relationship advice we talk about. At
yeah,
the bar.
so I was actually getting ready to get into that next.
We can move that
So
to the next one.
No.
I didn't mean to take over the
We gotta
podcast.
leave.
No, you're fine.
We gotta go down with the word of wisdom. But before we do that,
Oh,
I just
I want a word
I
of
want
wisdom.
the word
That's big, sexy knowledge.
relationship word, the sexy wisdom. But hold on, before we do that, we got one more. We got a comment that just came through. I don't know what it says. Let's see what it says. It says, "Awesome, Pamela is my name." You know Pamela. You know Pamela.
That's from YouTube.
How you doing, Pamela?
I don't. Yeah, that's from YouTube. Somebody found us on YouTube.
Hey, so what's going on, Pamela? How you doing? Do you have any questions? So, Big Sexy is also a guru in relationship advice.
We didn't get into that. We're gonna have to spread this out over about 9 podcasts.
So if you have a question about relationships, look, relationship and food, it goes well together. You know what I'm saying?
So the bad thing is I haven't been in a relationship in about
Nah,
8
I need the
years.
caffeine.
That's the best advice I can give you.
Oh, really?
Is not to even get into one. No, that's
So real quick, I did a little quick video. I was gonna play this in the beginning, but let's go ahead and play it now.
oh, the new video.
No, this is another one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is the same one?
No,
Oh, no, this is a different one.
Different.
This is a different one.
No, this is the same one. That was the first one. You redid a new TikTok. Though.
Yeah, I redid another one, but it's okay.
This one, my belly. Watch, you got my belly in here, bro. You're not big sexy if you ain't got your belly hanging out the bottom of your shirt. Here, watch. Yeah, here it comes.
So I can't play that
Oh,
too.
yeah.
I can't play it too much because I don't want to have to. Because last time I played it, I got to share the rights with the guy who.
Oh, copyright strike. Yeah. the
So,
guy
but I
did
do.
it.
I did have another video on here, and I wanted to show you. Let's see if I can bring it up. I think this is it right here.
I got some plans for a big video this Saturday. I got a lot of friends coming with some cars, motorcycles. We're doing a big marketing video this Saturday at Barney's on Sawdust. I'm hoping my video guy will be there.
On Saturday.
Yeah.
This Saturday, I'll be.
Didn't you say you had something to do?
Yeah, I'll be participating in the Montgomery County Cook-Off.
Oh yeah,
this year.
that's right.
So if you're in Conroe, you're Montgomery County, come to the Montgomery County Fair, rodeos, livestock show, whatever they call it. Your boy Chef Max is gonna be there. Only thing I'm cooking is chicken.
Is that this Saturday?
That's this
12th?
Saturday.
hold up.
Yes,
They let
the black
man
guy's cooking
cook the
chicken. Hey, look, I told everybody that, hey, I'm cooking chicken. I'm about to go
put
to
some sexy sauce on it.
No, I'm going to go to Popeyes, man, and order a 12-piece and turn it into the judges.
Well, you have to make sure that this podcast goes up first.
Yeah.
Before Saturday.
No, it's gonna go up later tonight.
Later tonight.
Probably,
That's
probably
right.
in the morning.
We're on the schedule.
Yeah. So we got another comment real quick. I'm trying to wait for this.
Follow
video.
you. She followed you on TikTok.
Oh, okay. Is this
That's Pamela.
So I also want to give a shout out to, I don't know her real name. She's on TikTok. Her name, she goes by Awesome on TikTok. Awesome. I told you I was going to give you a shout out. I did. Follow her on TikTok. Awesome is awesome. She gave a lot of support to Inside the Lunchbox. Don't even know who I am. Don't even know who we are. She became our friends and just been like our number one fan since. Really do appreciate you out there, and stick around and
Yeah, I just want to
enjoy the show.
I want to say thank you for y'all inviting me on the podcast.
Oh,
Hey, no problem,
hey,
man.
we're
We're
honored to have you.
I would love to come anytime. Like
You're welcome anytime.
because
Whenever you're in town and available, if you want, you just hit up Chris and be like,
Chris knows
like
I
you need a
need
guest one. Yeah.
we call it the big sexy soapbox. I
that's
get up on my box.
So Pamela is awesome. That's it right there. Pamela, appreciate it. I thought that was you.
Oh,
but
that is. Oh,
but-
from TikTok.
from TikTok. Yeah, that's her from TikTok.
Oh,
Hey,
what up?
what's going on, girl? If you're still out there, appreciate you. You're awesome.
Pamela,
dude,
hit
she
me
said
up. Hit me up
that
on Messenger.
she. hey, look, big
It
sexy.
is big sexy.
Hey, Pamela, where you from? Are you
We
from
ain't
Texas?
going to Starbucks.
Are you from Texas?
Starbucks coffee is too expensive.
Big sexy needs a companion.
Oh my god! See, we need to put
No, I
that. We need to
do
put that foul
not.
sound back. I was like,
No, I
bleep.
do not. Beep, beep. Yeah,
Personal
bleep,
foul,
bleep,
bleep,
bleep. Look,
yard.
put something over there. No. Oh, crickets. There we go. That's perfect. I hit the wrong button, but I'm learning.
There you go. Hey, that'll work too. Hey, but do you have any type of relationship advice for us, Big Sexy?
Listen,
Did you
asked
do
me
one
that.
this morning?
So, no. Well, yeah, 2 weeks ago when I called in sick because I drank a little bit too much of that Irish whiskey on St. Patty's Day. The best relationship advice I could give to anybody is you asked it differently though last time. You were like, hey, if I meet a girl, how do I know if she's the one?
Yeah. If I meet a girl, how do I did I ask you how do I know she's flirting with me, or how do I know?
I'm gonna tell you this.
How do I know she's the one?
I'm gonna tell you this. I put some thought into it. You know what? You gave me extra 2 weeks because of that damn Jameson on St. Patty's. Little Irish guy. I'm gonna tell you, it's not about anything else. Like we got to get past our inhibitions and all that stuff. It's just like food, right? It's gotta. I'm gonna tell you, man. Conversation, man. If you can talk to this person and you don't want to stop talking to them, I met a girl not too long ago that brought this to my attention. I could sit there, the sun would come up, and we're just talking, not naked. We're laying in bed, face to face, talking, not having, and then we didn't want to stop talking.
Yeah.
That's when you know that's the first step. There's 9 steps, bro. It's like a state.
9 steps.
It's like one of the
The
movies
sexy
where
9.
they got to get past the thumbprint, then the eye reader.
Yeah.
There's the first step though. Is if you can talk to this person and not want to stop talking to them,
Yeah, I feel that.
now you go to the next step,
Okay.
right? And then if you wake up in the morning and want to be a better person because of that person, if you want to get up and you're like, hey, I don't want this girl to think I got to show this girl I'm a man, I'm a person, right?
Yeah.
Because we're single guys, we lay around the house and don't do shit. We don't. But then you meet somebody that you wake up one morning and you're like, hey, I want to be better. I got to show this person I'm not a bad person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So that person had to
too-
sweep you off your feet, man.
No, that person don't have to really. You know what? If you come to like for me, this is my personal thing. If you come to me and I feel like I can have a conversation with you and you make me want to be better in the morning, like, you know what? I'll take you to dinner. You gonna get that good dinner.
Straight up.
Deep thoughts with the big sexy.
So the video
Yeah,
the video that I got.
We didn't have like a sound effect for you. This has been Big
over
Thoughts with Big
You
Sexy.
don't want to get me on that old soapbox.
Which one?
It's on the next page. I think it's like the robotic voice. Robotic voice.
These people out there in the internet world, you know what I'm worried about? They ain't ready for the old Big Sexy.
So let's see. I got this video. Is this it? I think this is it.
We're gonna have to give it to them little by little.
There it is. There's the video.
Piece.
It's the.
Oh yeah, there it is. That's a good one.
Look at that.
Oh Sam, hey, that's Marshall's in Conroe, Texas, man. That's my house. Hey, that's my belly. You see my belly? Oh yeah, beautiful.
That's my dog.
That's my dog. Look at old Craigo. Oh Craigo. That's my boy.
We're gonna get a copyright strike.
No, not for this one. We're good.
Oh, we're good.
Yeah, we're good on this one.
What's copyrighted?
Nothing.
I gotta go beat up.
Nah. But so when I tell
you got some good videos, Chris. Damn, man. So I've been doing this for 3 years, Chris, and I really appreciate you doing that. You know, in 3 years, I've done so many events, but I'm working so much, I don't get pictures. Everybody asks me for pictures. I'm like, my hands are covered in cayenne pepper. Yeah. I'm not touching my phone.
So now I got cameras, man. Like we could set it up.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna catch some crazy shit.
All right. Well, we'll talk about that offline.
Hey, look.
But
real quick before we go.
I'm sorry.
The line.
No, real quick before we go, I want to thank you, Big Sexy, for blessing.
No problem.
Blessing the studio with your presence.
Hey, I love y'all for having me on there, man.
Anytime you want.
Look,
we cool people.
So this is the first of many. So I have a plan with Big Sexy. I actually want to do like a segment with just Big Sexy going wild.
Deep thoughts with Big Sexy.
So,
deep
remember
thoughts with Big Sexy.
I
So,
told
like,
you
once a
about
month.
doing the live podcast at that cook-off.
Yeah, once a month, man. You're more than welcome to come in here anytime you want, man. Next time you come in here, we could do this every other Tuesday.
I feel like if y'all have me, I'll come back every other Tuesday.
We could do it. It'll be the three of us. It'll be the
y'all
three of us.
take a vote when I leave.
You can stick me in the middle and you have a reverse Oreo. So
we used to have a third person, but then it just timing and schedules didn't.
I was
work
at a
out,
party
so
like that. A girl told me that one time.
Yeah.
Are we gonna have to pay a fine for that?
No.
If Big Sexy
No,
gets
no,
you
no.
fined?
No, not at all. So the first video, only thing that was is like if something happened, like say, I take that video and I go and promote it or whatever.
Yeah.
I gotta give that person half of the.
What person?
Whoever made the song.
owns the rights to the music. So
Give me their address.
I
I'll
agree to
take
it.
care of that because I am Big Sexy.
But here's the thing though.
There's other
they
things.
they don't have Big Sexy on there.
Yeah,
So
but
we got Big Sexy right here, right now. So we're not going to make the money off that one. We're going to make the money off this one right here with Big Sexy on it.
Wait till I want everybody to understand. They need to follow us on TikTok. I'm about to throw down this weekend.
Hey.
If Chris can't do it this weekend, then Easter Sunday, Marshall, Texas, I got all my friends coming. I got all the cars coming out of North Houston. I'm talking about elbow swangers. We're doing, this is Texas, baby. We're gonna do a whole video. I got all them boys coming out of Greens Point with all them 30s.
Let's go.
I got Harleys coming.
I'm definitely
I got bike
bringing the
club.
setup.
But we're gonna do. I'm gonna throw down a TikTok saying this is Texas, baby.
I'm definitely bringing the setup.
That's
Hey,
when
Jen.
April.
Well, Chris can't do it. So Easter Sunday's April.
So Sunday,
20th.
I'll definitely be there Easter Sunday. Sunday,
We'll
I'll
do it at
probably
Marshall's.
I won't be able to do it because I'll be at the Montgomery
Okay.
County Fair cooking chicken. Easter
Cooking
Sunday,
chicken.
barbecue and
black
chicken.
man.
Easter Sunday, definitely. Hey, look, if you're not
but-
if you're not at Marshall's Tavern on Easter Sunday,
Easter Sunday, and also we're
you
gonna
should be
do a
ashamed of
big sexy Easter egg hunt.
yes,
There's gonna be special Easter eggs,
yes.
and there's win a date with Big Sexy and one of the Easter eggs.
There you go. So once again, folks, we love you. This is Chef Mac. You got your boy Levi and the infamous, the
Thank
man,
you.
the king of crawfish,
Yeah.
Louisiana. You ain't got shit on Big Sexy.
I'm
Let's
gonna get beat
go.
up. Hey, I love y'all.